From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, a good one in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. Isaac Gorindo to return. This makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Get set. 18, what's up?
Purdy throwing here to start. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
18, what's up?
Purdy throwing here on first. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch, and it sets up 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Get set.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making a stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
from the 29. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Get set. Up.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Purdy gonna go on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack them.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Blast through midfield, and he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
At the 46-yard line.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down throw, Mahomes. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Pistol now for Mahomes. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Nick Martin picks it off. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
First down throw by Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
8-yard pickup. First down, San Francisco.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's going deep this time. That one connects. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Purdy will sneak it. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. He connects on the point after. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yellow. 180. Outside.
It gives a good Tecco to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in line.
14 yards. And on Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Diamador Lenore. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
On the counter, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Purdy to throw it. Hits him on the in route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Purdy on first down. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a 49er first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up first and 10.
Hands up. Watch out. Yellow. 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 Stop.
Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to take San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 27-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Looking to throw. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, one play remaining in this half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Yellow. Fire down these two.
Throwing here just before halftime. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From Pacheco to start the half. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. Have him gain about a handful there. With Martin making that play.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. And this kick was just miss-hit. It is wide left and no good.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Get set, get set. Go. 18, what's up? Go. Go.
Purdy throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
18, what's up? Go. Go.
Purdy looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
18, what's up?
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Back to throw it. He connects downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Has their man downfield, it's Jennings. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Get set. It's up.
A give left side to McCaffrey. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get set. Up.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Mejio with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Mejio on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Escapes the pocket. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs facing a 15-point deficit. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Attack, attack!
He's gonna throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the 49ers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now trying right with McCaffrey. Ward finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set. Watch out. Yellow.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Watch out.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the
Yo, bro, GG's, bro, GG's.
teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Kansas City.
All right, homie.